Hi, Tiffany. How are you, Tiffany? Oh my God, I've missed you so much. Just a little bit. I'm just a little bit drunk because today is like the best day of the year. It's like the thing that you're most excited for. It's the thing that I'm most excited for. It's the day when we can go fully fucking feral, Tiffany, and we can fully admit that like we're angry, you know, and that we're disappointed and that we're wanting compensation for the things that have been done to us, the slights, for the money wasted, for the time wasted. It's the most wonderful time of the year. It's time to eviscerate a few books, just like my least favorite books, the worst books of the year. And if you're thinking, Jordaline, what do you mean eviscerate? What I mean is I want to burn them to the ground. I want by the end of this video for every single person on this earth to be convinced that they don't need to buy these books because they're not good. I just want us as a society to realize how far we've fallen. And it's not fair to me. It's not fair to you. It's not fair to anyone else who has to potentially buy these books or read them. This is honestly kind of a public service announcement. I'm kind of doing the Lord's work. I am just a vessel for Jesus. I'm just a girl trying to make the world a better place by informing the public of the horrible books that are out there, because there are some real duds, some real turds. Also, if you're confused, Tiffany, as to like who Tiffany is, first of all, follow the context clues, girly pop. Just think about it for a second. You're Tiffany. I'm Tiffany. Bug is Tiffany. We are all Tiffany, as we all should. I'm currently drinking, by the way, in case anyone's wondering, this, which is called, by the way, I broke my nail. Do you see that? Bruv. Look at that. Ugh. Duchess. I found this at the liquor store. It's supposed to be a cosmopolitan martini. When I tried it, it tasted like ass. But I added a little bit of fruit punch to it, like a little bit of juice, and now it's tasting not like ass. So that's good. Also, another disclaimer. If you are upset about the things that I'm gonna say in this video, just know that I, Jordaline Reads, don't fucking care. If you don't like my opinion, then maybe, I don't know, go to therapy, girl. Maybe like find a hobby. Maybe get friends. Maybe rather than dedicating your life and your precious fucking time to being a hater, maybe just think about things. maybe spend that time reflecting on who you are as a person. Okay? So we've talked about Tiffany, we've talked about how this is a PSA, basically. We've talked about the people who are going to be like angry at me or whatever for having a fucking opinion, which are like assholes, by the way, because everyone's got one, except for people who don't have assholes. But anyway, also Bug is here to say hi. Say hi, Bug. Let's start with one of the worst things. That is Mindfuck by St. Abby. Listen, Miss Abby, these are tweezers, by the way. Miss Abby has passed away. It's very sad. R.I.P. to her. And I do feel bad that she's like passed away and that I have to like nitpick everything that she's written, but it has to be done. I read these books, this entire series. This is 5 books. Okay, a 5-book series that I read in its entirety. And for what, Tiffany? For who? The heteros? No. These books center on this girl named Lana. I think her name is Lana. She's like in love with this guy who's like an FBI agent, which would seem fine, which would be like whatever, who gives a flying fuck. However, Lana is like a serial killer. She's killing men specifically. Men who like R-worded her and like killed her gay brother, which also, can I say, feels a little bit like a hate crime. Feels a little bit like kind of rude to be like, yeah, these men R-worded me and they killed my gay brother because he was gay, and now I'm gonna date a fucking FBI agent, motherfucker. What? Like literally from the beginning of it, Tiffany, I didn't think it made any fucking sense. And had I known going into it that it would be some bullshit about Lana falling in love with this like FBI dude, I don't think I would have read it. I feel like if I had known that Lana was going to be in a heterosexual relationship for the majority of the series, like 5 books out of 5, I feel like, and this is just me, I could be crazy, I don't know, I feel like I wouldn't like it. I feel like I never would have read it. I hated it so fucking much. The fact that you girls the fact that you boys, the fact that you non-binary people have convinced the internet that this shit is good is literally gaslighting 101. You have gaslighted yourselves and the fucking populace, okay? These books are akin to dog shit. Lana is like a feminist listening to like Jordan Peterson. Lana is like one step away from being one of those girls who like posts their boyfriend and like their kids on Facebook like every 12 hours. Like she's that girl. And I hate that girl because I said it in the vlog, which by the way, there's a whole vlog if you want to watch it. If this book were truly like a feminist, like hate all men, hashtag all men, etc., kind of vibe, she would not be with an FBI agent named like Luke John George, the fucking Beatles. Who gives a flying fuck? She would be with a woman. She would be in love with a girl. She would be eating pussy, Tiffany. She would be eating pussy. What is more feminist than eating a coochie coo? Exactly. You literally have no answer. That annoyed me. The fact that she was like killing dudes, getting revenge on men, literally doing the most badass shit, which by the way also was super annoying because the author, St. Abby, RIP, she wouldn't include any of like the kill scenes. Me wanting to see men die horrific, horrible, gory, gruesome deaths, I would be left in the dark. It would just like fade to fucking black. And then what we would get, don't you worry Tiffany, is we would get full explicit scenes about Lana and Luke John George doing the nasty, banging bangos, my dude. Me personally, I don't want to see that. I'm presently, I'm fine. That was really annoying. What was also really annoying, Tiffany, is how badly St. Abby writes. She's a horrible writer. She was a horrible writer. I'm so sorry. R.I.P. I feel so bad. But I also have to give my opinion that St. Abby's writing, subpar. Barely mediocre, at the precipice of bad. If I'm being honest with you, Tiffany, and I only ever want to be honest with you, my last bone to bear, or my last bone to my last my last bone to pick is how St. Abby did the most like derivative shit that you could possibly ever think of. First of all, the only queer characters in the book ended up together, and then they also ended up like slutty and like polyamorous. Like not that polyamorous people are like slutty, but like it kind of had the vibe of like, oh, these people are wanting to have everybody. They're like they can't choose, blah blah blah, which is so fucking annoying. Like bisexual and bisexual bisexual and pansexual people want monogamy as well. St. Abby, but also can I just say, every single time I say St. Abby, all I can think is that her name is literally Stabby, and I hate that so much, and I literally can't unthink it. So that's annoying for me personally. Anyway, why am I still holding these? I don't know. Lana and Luke or George, whatever the fuck his name is, they ended up together. It was like obvious from the fucking start. Even though I kind of wanted to believe that it wasn't obvious, it was obvious from the start. 2024 was the year where I wanted no straight people. I am honestly offended when I see straight people. I might honestly be straight phobic, heterophobic. Is that a thing? Mindfuck is what you get when you can't write but have the most deluded, ridiculous fantasies, and then you write it on paper and then people buy it. That's what happened. It's not good. The fact that anyone, Tiffany, is like, yes, I read these books and they get better every book, they're so good, is literally insane to me. What do you mean? These books made me feel like I was brain dead. It felt like my brain was rotting inside of my own fucking skull, bruv. What do you mean? What do you mean you ship Lana and her explicitly straight white boyfriend? That's so embarrassing. That's so stupid. I hated it, and I'm sorry if you like it, and I'm sorry if you don't like what I'm saying. But also at the same time, it's like, maybe you just like get taste. Maybe find a modicum of dignity, and then you will find the joy that is reading books that aren't trash. I forgot to mention Lisa. There was one bitch in the Mindfuck series named Lisa. She worked with Luke John George. She worked with the Beatles, where she was like a girl who, you know, he used to date. I think Lisa is the thing that like annoyed me the most while reading these books, was because Lisa is meant to be this jealous bitch. Lisa's meant to be vindictive and like angry that Luke John George has moved on. So when Lisa sees that Lana is dating her ex-biblically accurate fucking boyfriend, she's like, oh, I hate this bitch, blah, blah, blah. It's just like she becomes catty. And the whole time, all I could think about was the fact that Lisa was an FBI agent. The fact that Lisa worked for the Federal Bureau of Investigation. The fact that Lisa was a fucking woman in a high stress work field. Okay, Lisa's a bad bitch. And I literally could not suspend my belief that Lisa would be beholden to Luke John George's mediocre fucking dick. Like, we've all slept with this man. I mean, most of us. Some of us don't like men, but you know what I mean? We've all had sex with this dude. This dude has the most mediocre white man dick you've ever fucking seen in your entire fucking life. He will last 3 minutes and 23 seconds. It will be over. He will turn over, ask if you fucking came. You will lie. And then it will be over. That's who that man is. So I was reading the books being like, Lisa, there is no way. There's no way that Lisa misses that man and his mediocre white penis. There's no fucking way. And that's really where the book went wrong, because it tried to convince me that Lisa, a woman who is like an expert in her field, is hung up on a guy who was in the Beals, a guy who's biblically accurate, a guy who has the most like regular 5.5 inch penis that you've ever fucking seen. There's no fucking way. Anyway, so I don't like mindfuck. I'm sorry if you do. I hope you get the help that you need and the help that you deserve, because you deserve better, honestly. Bro, it's been 20 minutes and I'm only on the first book. Okay, oh Jesus Christ. Let's talk about It Ends With Us by Colleen fucking Hoover. Oh, speaking of mediocre white bitches, It Ends With Us is what happens when you're brain dead and you can't write. It's very similar actually to mindfuck in the fact that like you can't write for shit and you have the most ridiculous, boring, almost like masochistic, sadist fantasies, but like not in a cute, fun BDSM way, but like in a freaky deaky, weirdo fucking way. It Ends With Us is about this girl named Lily Bloom. She's not like other girls because her name is Lily Bloom and she has a florist shop. She meets this dude and she's like instantly like, I like him, whatever. And it turns out, oh no, he's actually domestic violence guy, which isn't funny. It's not funny, Tiffany, but like describing anyone as domestic violence guy is crazy. Colleen Hoover was like, what if I wrote a romance book that like defied all tropes or whatever? She was like, I know what to do. I'll have Ryle, the guy that Lily Bloom is in love with, be abusive physically. And she went with it. Tiffany, she went with it. There is no dignity in it. There is no elegance in it. I feel like this type of story would be okay with certain authors, but with Colleen Hoover, it's for the girlies, the gays and the theys who don't have media literacy, who don't have two brain cells to rub together. There's nothing going on up here for these girls. And that's the thing too. I ask, because I also did a video for this book, I ask myself, who is reading this book? Who is enjoying this woman's work? I'm drunk. Who is reading Colleen Hoover and who is enjoying her work? That's what I want to know, because I also want to then punch all of these people in the fucking face. I want these people to like have the worst day because they don't deserve a modicum, is that the right word, of happiness, in my opinion. Because they brought someone like Colleen Hoover, who provides the world with drivel, mediocrity, and frankly problematic books. What's crazy though to me, the most of all, is the fact that anyone would ship Ryle and Lily, and then also anyone would be attracted to Ryle. This is a full-ass grown man baby who hits women. What is sexy about that? What's attractive about that? And then apparently, because I honestly never finished the book, I didn't read like the last like chapter or whatever, because I was like, who gives a flying fuck? Apparently they do get back together. I honestly never checked. I just trusted the comments on my video. But anyway, the fact that they get back together, the fact that the moral of the fucking story isn't the fact that Lily Bloom had the power, the agency to run away from her fucking stupid man baby, fucking diaper laden man child boyfriend. She went back eventually after she was chained to him with a baby. With a baby, Tiffany. Tiffany, she's fucking chained to him forevermore with a fucking child, because of course, in no world can a woman in a Colleen Hoover book get a fucking abortion, because that would be stupid, right? That would be dumb. I'm so angry just like thinking about the absolute narrowing of choices for these Colleen Hoover books. Like, rather than Lily Bloom finding happiness by herself, maybe even finding fucking friends, because in the book she had none. She literally was fucking friendless, which is so fucking sad. All she had was Ryle and Ryle's fucking family, and then like one random ex-homeless boyfriend. That's all she had. Rather than her finding her own agency, rather than her finding her own happiness, her own independence, her own self-actualization, she finds it through a child that implicitly ties her to Ryle. Thinking about that, Tiffany, makes me not believe in rights for women. Makes me not believe in feminism. Makes me question, what the fuck are we doing? Who, first of all, in the name of Lucifer, let Colleen Hoover into any publishing house to let this fucking slop find its way onto our bookshelves? And then, what fucking brain disease does everyone have where they're buying it in droves, making this woman a fucking millionaire? Probably. I don't know how much she's fucking worth. Who gives a flying fuck? Colleen, I fucking hate you. You literally suck. The whole concept of Colleen Hoover as a person, as an author, is very upsetting. And I think it should be upsetting to most women. Women who have brains. Women who have common sense. Women who have media fucking literacy. Like I said, this book specifically, is just absolute trash. Instead of it being called It Ends With Us, it should be called How to Stay in an Abusive Relationship by Colleen Hoover. Anyway, I'm done talking about this. It literally just makes me sad. It makes me angry. And I need to refill my drink. I have my last drink. Surprised how much these have fucked me up. I stood up and I was like, oh, oh no. Bon appetit. Down the hatch. Let's take a detour quickly to horror. Let's talk about Christina Henry's The House That Horror Built. If you are in the market, perhaps Tiffany, maybe you, Tiffany, are thinking, I want to read a book with the essence of horror. I want to read a book about a slightly haunted house, but like barely. I want to read a book about people that I genuinely don't give a flying fuck about. I want to read a book about a creepy old man who did some really weird fucked up shit and it's super fucking obvious. Then I would recommend that you read The House That Horror Built by Christina Henry, because it's a shit fucking book. It's so stupid. And Christina, I still am looking to get my $24.95 back for having read this entire thing. I expect a full fucking refund. This is a joke, Christina. What do you mean? This is stupid. The House That Horror Built is a book for people who have never read books before. The House That Horror Built is for girlies who don't know what the fuck suspense is. The House That Horror Built is the most obvious, mind-numbingly boring and stupid books I've ever read. It literally pisses me off just thinking about it, because the whole book, we're meant to be like, oh no, what could be happening? What is the mystery? When it's literally fucking right there. It's so obvious. And the fact that Christina had the gumption, the gall, and the fucking audacity to make it seem as though it was anything other than fucking obvious is literally insulting. Like, Christina, girly pop, why do you hate us? Why do you hate me? This is meant for people. This is for your audience. This book is like if I suddenly started making kid content. Wouldn't make any fucking sense, bitch. Would it? No, it wouldn't. This book is asking the question, can anything be a book? And apparently it fucking can, because they published it. Why would you fucking publish this? For who? And that's the biggest question that's on my mind. Who is this fucking for? Who is it for? It's not for me, a person who likes horror. It can't be for the beginner kind of girlies. It's almost too derivative. It's almost too like simple Who is this fucking for? When you were writing this stupid fucking book, Christina, who were you writing it for? For you? For me? Who? I want to know, bro. Because it haunts me. It haunts me, Tiffany, to know that this woman wrote this book with the intention of somebody reading it, with the intention of somebody liking it. I don't see that happening, though. I don't see it happening. Who is liking this book? Who likes it? I know that some people do, and like, good for you. You like bad things. That's cool, whatever. Fucking the main character, Harry, is barely sympathetic. Her son is like basically fucking whatever. The old man, the fucking director guy, obviously he's not fucking great. And that's obvious, Christina. What do you mean a mystery? What do you mean? What do you mean a suspense? Where is the mystery? Where is the suspense? I don't fucking see it, do I? No, I don't. I don't see it because it's not fucking there, because it's pretty fucking obvious based on even just the back cover. What the fuck is going on? The fact that the back of the book isn't at all what the fucking book is about. The back of the book makes it seem like one thing, and then the actual book is another thing. Isn't that what we would call false advertising? What I'm saying, though, is it's bad. It's not good. It's not great. It's honestly annoying. It's honestly insulting to your reader's intelligence. Just like literally thinking about it, looking at it. No. Literally hate it. I literally hate it. Literally, I hate it, Tiffany. It's not good. 0 out of 10 would not recommend. Let's also talk about The Night of the Baba Yaga. Imagine, Tiffany, you buy this book and you're excited because it's supposed to be like lesbians and like a bodyguard kind of romance thing. And then when you actually read it, it turns out that it's actual dog shit disguised as a book. Imagine your disappointment, Tiffany. Imagine how heartbroken you would be. That's my experience with this book. Oh my God, that alcohol, bro. Oh, maybe next year I'll make mojitos. You know that feeling when you pass the precipice? That's how I feel. I'm past the precipice, bitch. I'm 5 shades of fucked up. Anyway, The Night of the Baba Yaga by Akira Otani. This is trash. First of all, our main character is basically like a Mary Sue type of character, which is so fucking annoying. It's so overdone. So basically she's like this badass woman who can like fight men or whatever. And then like this mafia boss is like, you're gonna protect my daughter. Cause the last dude who protected her, I had to cut off his hands cause he touched her. And she's like, oh, okay, fine, whatever, I'll do it. And then she ends up falling in love with the mafia boss's daughter. However, their romance is like barely a fucking romance. And like, that's the thing that I was in it for, Tiffany. I was in it for, first of all, the cool cover, which, you know, supplied, whatever. And also the fact that it was supposed to be gay. And then at the end of the book, spoiler, it's like indecisive. It's like indeterminate. They're like, we don't have labels. We don't label our relationship. What do you mean? Then why the fuck did I read over 200 pages? For it to be undetermined as to whether you two were together or not. What was the fucking point of any of it? It's literally the most like bland, dull, book you've ever seen in your entire life, dude. Do not read this. Especially, also, don't fucking buy it in Canada because this Canadian cost me $37. Tiffany, $37. For this piece of shit. Literally imagine going to the market, finding a big ass turd, and then paying $37 for it. That's me. That was me. The fact that Akira Otani thought she could get away with it. The fact that she thought, yeah, I'm just gonna write this book and then have it like translated or whatever. Maybe she didn't even decide to get it translated, but either way, it happened and it's kind of her fault. The fact that she wrote this shitty ass book about like lesbians who maybe aren't fucking lesbians. If I wanted there to be questions about people's sexuality, I would go back in the fucking closet, Akira. I'm literally 2 sheets to the wind. Is that the saying? I can feel it. I'm drunk. I can feel it, bro. At the beginning of the video, I was like, ooh, woo, you know? But now I'm really woo, woo, woo. The last book that I'm going to talk about, I know, you're thinking like, what? There's only like 5 books. I know. It's sad, Tiffany. But I didn't read this much that year. I didn't read this much that year. That doesn't make any sense. I didn't read that much this year. I only read like 60 books, which is like so not like me. I'm usually super good at reading, but it's still a pretty long video because I could talk shit, bro, for hours, Tiffany. And I'll never shut the fuck up. I'll never shut up, Tiffany. You want me to talk shit? I'm gonna talk shit forever, bruv. Anyway, the last book. The last book is Gothicana by Rue Nix. Listen, let me be expeditiously, inexorably real with you, Tiffany. Gothicana is meant for stupid people. I imagine also that Rue Nix has a giant rock for a fucking brain, because I feel like they also are pretty fucking stupid. The whole book was actually dog shit, and like not a thing that I think women or men or non-binary people or trans people or gay people or bi people or pansexual people or androgynous people or asexual people should read. I think out of everyone in the population, 0% of the population should read this book. Because Rue Nix has decided that she or they want to disease our minds, create sickness within us. Bro, I'm so fucked up. I can't. In case you don't know, Gothicana is like dark academia book about this girl named Corvina Clem. More like Corvina fucking Phlegm. Corvina Clem, she meets this dude whose name is like Vale. His name is like Vale Vernon or something. It literally doesn't matter, Tiffany, what his name is. Corvina meets this guy named Vale. They have this like attraction to each other, right? They have attraction to each other. And then Corvina ends up like falling in love with him or whatever. And then he's like, I also have feelings for you. But he's like the creepiest man you've ever seen in your entire life. Like, imagine a stalker. Imagine a pedophile. That's how I see Vale, whatever the fuck his name is. What is his name? It's like Ed or something. He's like an old man. He's like 28 and Corvina's like fresh 18. Vale is giving her like sex eyes. He basically like convinces her to like sleep with him, and then he acts weird after he sleeps with her. He's like, what? He like ignores her until he thinks that she's fucking someone else, and then he gets weird about it and like super possessive. Basically, Corvina ends up like finding her self-actualization through Vale. Corvina, this 18-year-old girl, a girl, not a woman, a girl, fucks this dude, or is fucked by this dude probably, and then she finds her self-actualization. She like self-actualizes through him, which as a woman, me, I always love hearing about that. I love it when women are able to find themselves through men, because that's just like how it should be. I truly believe that women should be sexual objects for men when it's convenient for men. We should all, as women, be following men because they're the smarter. They're the smarter sex. They're the smarter sex. They're better at everything. They're so strong. That's what Gothicana is giving. It's giving, how should I be groomed? It's giving, is it pedophilia if she's freshly 18? Like, it's giving, is it weird if I want to fuck my student? The whole book, I was like rooting for Vale, or no, his name is Vad. His name is Vad. His name is Vad. Oh my God. Why did that just implant itself in my mind? Which is a stupider name, if that's even a word, than Vale. Vale is a better name than Vad. But anyway, so he basically grooms Corvina into liking him, in my opinion. And then they get together, and then there's also like a murder mystery, but like who honestly gives a flying fuck? Also that sentiment, but like with their romance too. Like who gives a flying fuck? What the fuck happens? I just felt bad for Corvina, because like, first of all, her name is Corvina. That's sad just by itself. It's sad that his name is Vad. It's sad that Rue Nix decided ever to become a writer, because it it shouldn't have happened. I honestly believe that I am in the darkest timeline because Rue Nix has somehow successfully written a book and had it traditionally published. That seems evil to me. I don't like it. It's honestly kind of screams like, I am one for the Lord of Darkness kind of vibes. Rue Nix, there's still time for you to see the light. You could still come back to the light if you just like got better at writing, got better at character development, got better at romance, and if you didn't make it fucking weird and creepy. Like, why did she have to, first of all, be 18? Why did he have to be 28? Why did she have to be his fucking student? Why did he have to be the fucking teacher? Why did you have to make it fucking weird, bro? You made it fucking weird. And not only that, bro, the whole thing is just fucking weird. With who Vad Deverell is, it's fucking weird. The dude is like super possessive, super controlling, super fucking weird, bro. Rue Nix, I hope you're watching this. I pray to fucking Jesus that you're watching this so that you can fully know the extent of my hatred towards you in this fucking book. It's so stupid, and I'm so genuinely angry that I read it, that I spent time on it, because I could have been reading genuinely good books written by genuinely good people that were generally written well. But instead, I had to read your dog shit pile book, and I won't forgive you for that. Did you notice my shirt? I wanted to make it clear for anyone who was like confused that I am in fact well read. I wanted to make sure you knew, Tiffany, that when you watch this video, you could trust my opinions because I'm well read. Tiffany, you should not read any of the books I talked about today. Okay? Don't read them because you will in fact be like me, sad, drunk, bitter, angry that you read these books, and you don't want that, Tiffany. You don't want to be like me. You want to be like the other booktube girlies who somehow put on a smile and a little giddy fucking giggle when they talk about their worst books. You don't want to be like me. You don't want to be a queen of the darkness, the queen of capitalism who does these things. You don't want that. You want to be a girl, a woman, a man, a non-binary person who lives beyond things like this, who don't get caught up in the captivation of hatred, do you? No, you do not, Tiffany. You want to be the kind of girl who can spread positivity and light. The fact that I'm here, the fact that I have to spew my hatred and my foul-mouthed criticisms, it's not fun. I mean, okay, it is fun. It is fun. But like, it's not good, Tiffany. You should be a girl who should be just like, you should be like one of those girls or guys, whatever. Girl is like subjective. Anyway, you should be one of those girls who's like always in sunlight, always wearing like beige or white or like a light tan brown, who always has like the most gorgeous, beautiful morning glory type of lighting on their skin, making it look luminant. Is that a word? And like luminous is a word I'm looking for. And their hair is always gorgeous, and you're like drinking a fucking banana smoothie or whatever because you're like conscious of your gut health. You should be that girl, Tiffany. And then I'll stay here. I will man this door for both of us so that you can live in your banana smoothie, morning glory-esque aesthetic. Okay? I would do that for you, bro. Why did I almost start crying? Anyway, that's it. My friends, my family, my familia. Thank you so much for being here, for listening to me rant and talk or whatever. I really appreciate it. Hope you have a wonderful day, okay? Take care of yourself. Be gorgeous. I know you are. You're slowly stunning. Wish I could kiss you, but I can't because of homophobia. Okay, bye. I'll see you later. Have a good one. Don't forget to hit subscribe. That was a good one. Hit subscribe because we talk about spooky shit, we talk about creepy shit, we talk about how much I fucking hate every single author on this fucking list and shit. We have a wonderful day. Goodbye. Goodbye. See you later. Goodbye, Tiffany. Goodbye. Have a good day. Goodbye. Goodbye. I'll see you soon. Bye. I'm so fucked up. Bye.